Hey everyone, we're going to take a quick break and talk about our sponsors for the month, AMP Agency. AMP is a full-service digital marketing agency that specializes in tour, rental, and destination marketing.
We would not have sponsors on the show if we could not vouch for them ourselves. AMP Agency does a bunch of stuff for Destiny Water Adventures personally. I 100% vouch for this guy. I've handed them over to other companies in the past before they officially became a sponsor, and they have had nothing but great things to say. If you guys are doing your own marketing and doing a piss poor job of it, do yourselves a favor. Hand yourselves over to AMP Agency, specifically Steve Edwards, their CEO, will call you personally and have a great conversation with you about what you guys need to do for your marketing.
Listen, guys, they do pretty much everything in digital marketing. Website development, maintenance, Google AdWords, PPC, graphic design, social media management, SEO, and a myriad of other things. When you choose a marketing company, it's so important to choose a company that knows your industry. And AMP Agency knows activity marketing, especially water sports and tours. They got a promo going for Awkward Watersport Guy listeners for their managed websites. Use promo code Awkward Podcast when you go to amp.agency. Again, that's amp.agency, promo code Awkward Podcast. You get 3 months free and get started with AMP Agency. All right, guys, let's get back to the show. So we're going to have a fun episode today because a lot of episodes we taught are not fun. They're informative, but they're not that fun. But Kevin was reading mom blogs because it sounds like it's a daily thing for him. But he shared this.
I'm not on Pinterest.
He shared this blog by the Daily Mom.
By
the way, is this your favorite mom blog? By the way,
no. Your mom's blog is my favorite mom's blog. Got him! Yeah, bro, you opened yourself up for that. I was getting ready to go there, and then man, you just teed it up, man. God, you're good. Thank you for that.
I want to attribute the article to whatever author here, but it doesn't have an author name on this blog. I was going to give some credit to them, but anyways, this article by Daily Mom shows 27 exciting water sport equipment items to make a splash.
Let's go.
So we're gonna give our review on some of them, and we'll share this article in the show notes. So there's 27 items in here, and we'll skip around here, but we're not going to talk about flyboard because I think we've beaten that down quite a bit.
Wait a minute, though. The flyboard, hoverboard, son. Scroll back up. Wait. Okay. Go back up. So we can't, like, I think, go up one more. Go up to this, what is that? The Yamaha C-scooter with camera mount. It's like this thing you, like, hold on to, and it fucking just kind of has, like, a little cage prop in it, and it basically just, like, does the swimming for you underneath the water. Let's see.
I think those are cool. Have you thought about ever rent?
No.
Have you ever thought about renting them?
Absolutely not. No.
I mean, what's the reason why you wouldn't rent them? How much are they? Let me see.
I don't know. Here. Not enough. Too much. Either way.
Oh, come on. Amazon wants me to put my capture in there.
Boring shit ever. Okay, it goes 2 miles an hour, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure I could outswim that.
Well, they're not that much. They're $350. Well, there's a bundle here. They're they range like 500 to 1,000.
Because, and here's why, and I hate to be this guy, but those things have been around forever. And if they were crushing it, you would see, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Every once in a blue moon, it's like we missed the mark on something or something was missing. But I think you would see those things all over the place if they were a banger, you know? Like, you'd see people spinning around on them. My boy, Ben tried to develop one where it was, like, powered off a flyboard that was attached to your feet and pushed you. And it probably went about as far as the flyboard itself. Well, probably way less than that.
So let's say you're taking a snorkel tour. You don't think that this is a cool addition, like an extra add-on that you could rent for, $50
for straight up old people?
I think it's cool. I mean, it helps you kind of get around the reefs or like a snorkel area. Anyway,
you should spin up a snorkel. You should what's it called again? What's the name of the thing called? The Yamaha.
It's called the Yamaha Sea Scooter.
And
it has a camera mount too on it. So
Sea Scooter, Ski Tour.
Sea Scooter.
Ski Scooter. Sea Scooter. Ski Scooter. Ski Scooter. Like
all right, so after each one, we give we can give our opinions about whether or not it's, what we think. Is it rental? Can water sport companies make money? And I think so, yes.
Fucking 4 thumbs down.
Okay.
I wish I had another pair of hands. Let's go down to the next one.
Yeah, thumbs up for me. I think it could. All right.
Oh God! Do not listen to him. Don't buy that.
Okay, so.
Wait, can we go to the board? Can we go to the fly hoverboard?
Jet foiler? Or the hover?
Yeah, the hoverboard with dual swivel system.
What's the difference in a hoverboard and a flyboard?
So a hoverboard, I believe it shoots out of the back, so it's like more like a so like a flyboard, you're attached to it, and then a hoverboard, it can like shoot out from underneath your feet like a rocket, like a cruise missile. Dude.
Okay, I see. Yeah, they have a video here, so.
Yeah, and that's what happened. That's what people were flying off of it, and the thing was just shooting all over the planet. And yeah, it was when the flyboard sales declined, and so they were like, "What can we do with this technology?" So they're like, "No, it's the hoverboard." But I mean, people were falling off of it.
They're essentially the same, very similar, but you're on a board instead of.
And then
on the
yeah. So the hoverboard with dual swivel system was like somebody riding a rocket, and then that rocket would get away from them, and like, man, people were getting cracked in the head with it, and all sorts of bad stuff was happening, man. It was like it was legitimately like a runaway. Like when someone would fall off of it, and that was the other thing, like super hard to ride, and then it would be like a runaway, like a fire hose, dude. Like,
well, the thing is, we talked about flyboard on several episodes,
but we never talked about hoverboard.
Hoverboard, okay, but we've come to a conclusion that these things are not good for rentals.
Yeah.
Thumbs down. 4 thumbs down.
On
hey, if you want to do it as a hobby, great. And if you have the ability and you have the customer type to do things like this.
You don't, because I'm pretty sure it's uninsurable. Anyway. Okay.
Anyways, move next one. Okay, so jet foiler. I think these things are cool. And I've seen companies do them. But again, from a rental perspective, a business perspective, it's a lifestyle thing. If you're retired and you want to make a little money on the side and you love doing it, it's the same situation as flyboard. It's just the barrier to entry for people. It's hard. Are you tired of spending countless hours managing your water sport and boat rental reservations manually? Is your current system outdated or doesn't provide the necessary features that your business requires? Hi, I'm Greg Fisher, the CEO of WaveRes, an online reservation software built by operators for operators. With our system, you can offer 24/7 online booking to your customers, allowing them to book and pay for their rentals at their convenience. You can also send SMS notifications to your customers, keeping them updated on their reservation status and any changes that may occur. Custom options and dynamic pricing enable you to offer tailored packages to your customers, helping you stand out from your competitor. Plus, our system integrates with companies like Werewolf Digital Waivers and TripShock, streamlining your operations and ensuring a seamless booking experience for your customers. Our software is the best choice for water sport and boat tour operators, as it is designed to cater specifically to your needs. So why waste any more time on manual reservation management? Try WaveRes today and take your business to the next level. For a limited time, mention this ad and receive a $100 credit when you sign up. Check out waveres.com for more info or to schedule a free demo. Now let's get back to the show.
Shit's weak, son. Set it on fire with your money in the parking lot.
Is a jet foiler is a unique motorized surfboard with an eco-friendly electric motor that glides above the waves. It's cool. I mean, you watch it, it's like, yeah.
Super cool. Super cool. I saw one years ago in Key West, man. I was bringing the parasail boat in, and this guy comes flying through the bite, like on a jet board, and I was like, yo, that thing is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't the jet foil, but it was a jet board. And I'll tell you, man, hopeful, optimistic, entrepreneurial Kevin almost bought a couple because I just thought they were dope. But then it started being like, oh, you can't work on them, like the jet board. I don't know about foil. I think there's, but I do think there's a jet board company in Miami that does well. But I'll tell you the trick to these things, like even Hydroflight, and I think the jet board and hydrofoil actually do well in certain markets. But the deal is, you've got to be like a reseller of them too. And I could be wrong on that. Maybe one day we'll get like a jet board guy on here and he can talk about his business. But it's kind of seems like it fell in line with the Hydroflight, where you kind of had to sell them. You had to know how to wrench on them.
But it's overall, it's just not scalable. It's just not scalable. It's good for a lifestyle type business if you're like semi-retired. And very few of you, like we had, who's the guy we had like in the early days, and he has the flyboarding school. Like he has a school. I mean, he does this.
Oh, the guy from California.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you're doing a school and you're training people, that's one thing. You can potentially make a business out of that. But from a rental model perspective, it's just.
My take on Hydroflight and is actually optimistic. I would say neutral. If you're in a market that had a younger demographic and you had like a cool surf shop and you could sell them and you could rent them and they were like a part of like maybe like another business, like you had a surf school or something like that, I think it'd be a really interesting add-on. You know what I mean? If you're maybe Hawaii or Tampa or Miami, I think that's where the jet. So I give it a single thumbs up.
Hey guys, this is Kevin from the Awkward Watersports Guys and TakeMyBoatTest.com, the only Florida owner-operator boater safety test provider. At Take My Boat Test, we're more than just a test. We're your partners in safe boating and operation. As livery and boat rental professionals ourselves, we understand the importance of navigating our waters responsibly. That's why we've created a boater safety test tailored specifically for Florida's visitors and Florida operators. But that's not all. We're proud to offer the highest commissions in the industry to our partners because when you succeed, we succeed. Visit TakeMyBoatTest.com/partner-program for more information on how to join our growing network of safe boating partners, or email Kevin at TakeMyBoatTest.com to learn more. Don't wait. Take the first steps toward a safer, more enjoyable boating experience in Florida today. TakeMyBoatTest.com, where Florida boaters become certified operators.
Yeah, I give it thumbs down. I mean, it's a great hobby for someone to buy one and use it, but as far as making a business and a rental model out of it, I don't see it. I think few and far between can actually make it happen. Anyways, let's move on. This is my favorite one on the list, the Sea Breacher. So the Sea Breacher, you might have seen them before. They're like shaped like a whale or a shark, and usually I think one or two people can go in them. And they dive into the water and pop out. I've seen these in New Zealand the first time, and it was cool. But I just don't know how they make money on it. The maintenance on it, you only can put one person at a time. The same issue that Flyboard and Jetboard have. You need a bunch of these things, or you need to be in a market where you can get $300 a ticket for it.
I think. So I remember back in the day, I think they were like $100,000. I don't know how much they are anymore.
Well, let me see. Let me see if I can find Sea Breacher.
You'd have to be a fucking weirdo, in my opinion. I think you'd have to be a fucking weirdo. Like, I'm gonna buy this thing and then try and run charters with it. Can you imagine like having like you like put it up on a trailer and driving down the road with a fucking shark submarine on your trailer?
I can see you driving one of these things.
Get the fuck out of here, dude! Stop.
I can see you rolling around with these things, like rolling up to work.
Why did you say like you could see me like fucking mowing your lawn or picking up your trash, dude? Like, I gotta fucking get out of here. Like, I feel like you live in a one room apartment with like a a fucking.
If you go to their website, okay, you got to go to seabreacher.com and go to they got the Sea Breacher X is like a tiger shark. They look badass. I would want one just to go back and forth, like to my friend's house or something. Like that would That'd be fun. I don't see this as a sustainable, scalable rental model. There's no way. Not with one person that can go in at a time.
No.
And it looks like you need
the guy driving.
The guy driving. You need a captain to drive these things. You got to put more people in. If they made these for, 20 people, they can't.
I couldn't even handle it, bro. I couldn't be shoved in fucking mongoose maverick style, fucking with like my legs like all like humped up on some other guy or something like that, 2 inches away from him. Like, hey, you having fun? Like, no, bro. Like, no, get me out of here, man. I'm highly claustrophobic, man. And then especially like I feel like I'd be packed in a box with somebody.
I want one of them though. There's out of all this list, this is the one thing I want. I just want a person.
Hair dolls. No.
There's one on their website. There's one that's painted like a bald eagle with an American flag. They're
Bro,
cool.
Get out of here! Would you drive it around? Would you be out of Crab Island with it?
Oh my! Just imagine if you and I had one, and they're side by side, just rolling up to like Crab Island. Or let's say we get like 5 of our friends to all get one, and we just
it's like a gang.
Gang up, and each one of them is like colored differently, like a different like you. I'm a tiger shark. You're like a black tip. One of them is like a fucking mako, and then we all just go to Crab Island together, like in a row. Wouldn't that be badass?
Nope. They would look like 5 total fucking nerds. Very weird guys, man. Very weird guys that formed a very weird club with a very weird fucking thing. Like,
I don't know. I think that we
might as well get Little Rascals and start a Little Rascal motorcycle scooter gang.
No, we could make a I always thought like we should have like an Awkward Watersport Guy series where we just try different water sport ideas. What this is? Yeah, well, I'm just saying like we get 5 sea breachers and we
like that Discovery Planet.
Yeah, Discovery Planet, Awkward Watersport Guys. I don't know. Okay,
keep going.
Our thoughts. No. Thumbs up for it being cool as hell. Thumbs down being for a rental model. I just don't see it.
I gotta give it a thumbs down for both. I think you're a weirdo if you come rolling in that.
No.
Now that to me is cool as hell, man. Like that is cool. It's a super yacht sub 3, so it's like. It looks like the luxury lightweight super yacht submarine can give any other underwater gadget a run for its money. This super compact submarine can accommodate up to 3 people at one time and dive down to 300 meters. The groundbreaking pressure hull design provides a virtually unimpeded view. Everyone on board can easily see the hidden secrets of the deep. Right. And then there's like a bottle of champagne. It's got like a robot arm. Yo, I would straight up sneak up on a diver, fucking like, and just grab him with the arm, fucking crush the lungs. All right, that thing is fucking cool.
Charter a submarine. So here's a website, charterasub.com. Purchase a submersible. I'm trying to see. They don't want to give any prices. These things have got to be a few $100,000.
Google that and see what kind of results come back, man. Remember that thing got squished, like fucking crumpled underwater like a Pepsi can? That was those guys that spent all that money going to look at the Titanic and that underwater submersible and just fucking.
So just by looking at this, so a lot of these products that we're talking about today, I see there's a lot of similarities with the cruise lines. So my guess is that like you can probably rent a lot of these to cruise passengers because they're looking. Well, it's a captivated audience, I guess. Like they will pay to go on these sea breachers. They'll pay to go on these submarines, and they'll pay a lot of money for the cruise excursion. Sometimes it's even included in their package. So I can understand like if you're a water sport operator that serves the cruise market, these one-off things can probably like I wouldn't put it past that there's flyboarding and jet surf in like the Bahamas.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool as hell. I mean, I don't know.
But I'm just saying because those people, there's really nothing else to do. Like, you go and you leave port and you get off the ship and you do these things. And like people in the Bahamas, they can afford to do 10 trips a day, and it's make a few grand.
Look at their legs. Like they have to move their legs out of the way to like see what they're doing. And it's got like, you can't see it, but it's got like a little arm on it that's like grabbing a bottle of champagne that's like 300 meters. So 900 feet down, like you're going to take a fucking bottle of Cristal and smack it against the
it's got to be it's just a cool experience, but it's got to be really expensive and it's novelty.
They look like they're in a ping pong ball. Not a ping pong ball, but like what's not ping pong? What the hell is the name of the game? Pinball. It looks like they're like a silver metal ball, and it looks like one of the things, those rolling things from Jurassic Park, like the Lost World, and it's got like arms on it, man. Like I don't know, I'd probably try and kill somebody with that shit, man. Like a submarine serial killer.
Review.
I give up. I mean, as a business, absolutely. That thing got to be like $1 million fucking dollars, man.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea. Like,
the only way that you can make, unless you serve like a super luxury market for cruise line passengers, like for, there's no other way. Or you just buy it for fun, like someone who has a yacht. When I clicked over to their website, they had like big cruise yachts. Like they just probably add these to the back of it.
I'm sure all that, because I think this article probably came out like 2017, and I think the shit like was probably.
Let me see what year this article came out. They don't put a date on it. Whatever.
It's just it's the go-to article for weird water sports.
Next is the world's fastest amphibious car. So this is an image of a Jeep on a hull, and it says speeds can reach up to 4. I mean, someone in the group posted this for sale, a similar situation.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It looks like a car, and it can go up on land, and I mean,
at Disney World they do rides. So my dad has a 1964 Amphicar, and it's like totally, refurbished and everything. Like it's great, but there's 4 seats in it. Again, it's a lot of the stuff we talk about, the main issue is capacity.
Yeah, but people line up for that thing at Disney World, but I've never seen a commercial use like application other than at Disney World. And I don't know if they charge, but the thing goes out for like 5 minutes, and I don't know if they charge or what the deal was. But
if I were to get into this amphibious car thing, I would not do it to sell seats, like for rental. I would do it more for promotion, like wrap the car, put my business name on it, drive it around the beach, because people are going to look.
I always think of this thing in terms of long term. You know what I mean? I could imagine like you have a fleet of 15 amphibious vehicles, and then like you can take one out at night and then shoot yourself in the head inside of it, and let reporters find you the next day dead inside of it, because that's what I would do if I had one of those things. It looks like it just as a business model. I mean, or if you drove it, can you imagine like giving charters on that like all day? Was like and it's like a curiosity, and you're like, yeah, it looks like a car, but it's a boat, and then you're like, yeah, this is neat. And they're taking pictures and they're all smiling, and you're just fucking miserable. Hey, when you meet old salty boat captains, they're never happy guys. They're never like, I'm enjoying life. For the most part, they're just like all like cranky and, salty and shit. Like, just waiting for 6 o'clock so they can go get drunk. You know what I mean? That guy secretly got a bottle of whiskey underneath his amphibious vehicle seat. Okay.
All right, what do we think? No.
The amphibious thing? Oh, yeah. I can't.
I said the only thing I think it would work is if you wrapped it for your business and you had someone drive around. No. That's it.
There you go. Do that. Get a billboard.
All right, next thing is the water bike. So this is not the water tread with the big wheels, but it's like the you ride in it like a bike. You sit in it like a bike, and then you pedal
to hell.
Okay, so I see this at like a resort, like an upscale resort, and they offer like yoga classes, but instead, they do the water bike. I don't see this outside of
Would
that.
you any of these things that you're like trying to be positive about? If your cousin rolled up on you and was like, "Hey man, I got this idea. I need 50 grand." Would you phone it out?
No way.
I mean, any of them.
Hell no. Now, if my friend said, "Hey, I have an opportunity. I work at a luxury resort and I have an opportunity to put this business here. They do yoga classes already. They're full every day." I would say, I would.
Oh,
but
yeah.
in 90% of situations, I mean, I would never like Destiny. Would you do? No, you wouldn't. But I'm just saying from like a general rental concept, no, I would highly recommend not to do this.
Yeah.
I think this is a cool activity to like buy one of these for yourself. And a lot of these things, they're hobbyist items.
Listen, I have never in my life saw anybody on an exercise pontoon, because that's what that looks like. It looks like an exercise bike meets a fucking pontoon. And if you want to find the worst of two worlds, you buy this thing and then you drive it out to the middle of the water where your amphibious vehicle is and you swallow a bullet, because that looks like pure hell. The only thing that looks worse than that, which everyone got sold on, is water trikes. Like, I looked at...
Guess how much each one of them is?
$7,000.
Oh, you're close. $5,000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when I clicked over their website, I don't think that these were ever meant to be rental. Like, this is, again, it's lifestyle. Like, the first picture you see is a cruise ship, or not a cruise ship, but a yacht with a couple of these on the back, which, again, it makes sense. They're going after this certain demographic with it, the luxury, fitness, whatever. That's why I told you.
I think that thing, like, this article came out in 2017. I think somebody's sitting there at the warehouse, these things, and fucking in their office next to it.
I don't know if this article came out in I think this article came out a lot later than 2017. But anyways,
I don't know.
What are our thoughts? I say no, but there's certain cases it might work.
It will never work.
Next here is the electric surfboard.
And so foil board, I think that falls in the same category. I again, Greg is a bear on it. I'm bullish on it, and I think in certain markets, I love it. I know a certain guy who started it here, and it didn't. I don't think it did anything or is doing anything. I never see him out on the bay anyway. But
so these electric items, I don't know. I have a problem with them because when you really, like, just like electric boats, these electric items like surfboard and jet phone and all that, the batteries die, things go wrong with it. Let's say you have a rental lined up and so forgot to charge the battery. Like, I don't like high use battery. I mean, if you run out of gas, you just go get gas at the marina. And if the electric batteries die, yes, you might have backups on it, but it doesn't seem scalable.
Can you imagine trying to work on that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are you going to go get a couple fucking Keebler elves and have them get inside there with little wrenches and try and fix it? Like, I mean, I feel like you need to take a chainsaw to the front of it to get inside of it. Like, if something went wrong with it, like, I mean, I've seen guys go crazy on a 70 where they can't get a 10 millimeter down inside the engine. Like, I couldn't.
There's just not the infrastructure. You would have to have, multiple batteries and multiple pieces of equipment.
So this thing is a hydrofoil. Greg doesn't like it. I think it works in certain markets. If you're selling it like that. Other thing too is when I was looking at them, you couldn't even. Here's another one. Chimera electric jet.
Chimera electric jet. So this is just the jet, the same thing we discussed, but you're on a bodyboard and it. Well, no, this is a little different. It has a motor, and kind of like the first thing we discussed for snorkeling, it helps you dive. But this one, it just helps you. It's like a boogie board with a motor, electric motor.
Yeah, just keep going. We're not even going to talk about the guy smiling. Yeah, I'm having a great time. Okay, buddy. Yeah, how much did that thing cost? Like $8,000. I mean, that's how much those jet surfboards were. Like $8 and $12,000, and they were coming from like fucking Lithuania or something. You couldn't even get them stateside. Like try to get a part, you know. Yeah. Like I said, that's a straight rental business. But if you're gonna go and spin up a whole, you know who's listening to this? What's his name with the electrified marina? He's got 50 of each on order. He's like, I'm gonna add this to my electric fleet. This is gonna be great. You know, he's like, you guys are dumb. Get electric surfboards, electric bodyboards, electric boats, electrified marina. Eric, yeah. He's like, you guys are crazy. This thing's a shit.
All right, this next thing is the Air Buddy
as an add-on to his electric boat. He's with it, man.
I'm not against it has to be scalable. But so the next thing is Air Buddy tankless diving. I clicked their website and their website's not even up anymore. So I'm assuming that this business never made it.
I give it 2 thumbs up, man. You want to buy 15 of them and. Yeah, and there's like, but to be fair though, there was like, what is it, Snuba?
Yeah, this product is similar to Snuba. So you don't have, it's just tankless diving. So the tank sits on top of the water, and it's battery powered air. So it's an air compressor that sits on a raft, and it's just tankless. So it just gives in fresh air from the surface. 45 minutes. You can do up to 12 million.
Yeah, it's out of business. It's 4 thumbs down. It's terrible. Don't do it. You can't do it unless you find it in somebody's garage at a garage sale.
Again, this is the only. I just don't see how snorkeling companies, maybe private snorkeling companies, they could use this. But if it's not out of business, obviously it didn't scale well. Here's the flying float.
A Signet?
A boat sounds like something from a James. A heavy-duty Signet flying float is one of the most exhilarating, unique water sports equipment and weighs 73 pounds. So it's kind of like, what's that guy, Navarre? He does Fly the Beach. Yeah. It's very similar to that, but it has some pontoons on the side so it can land in the water opposed to on the land. I don't know if the ones...
I would be terrified to get in that fucking thing. I'm like, no, it'll be fine. I'm like, oh my God, dude, don't go any more than like 10 feet off the water. I'm scared.
We've sold a similar product to this on Trip Shock years ago. And in fact, we had a couple different vendors and different markets sell. It just, again, you only can put one person on it.
Badass.
So you have to sell. I mean, it looks cool. It's kind of like with the Sea Breacher situation.
I'll get on that. You can get in the Sea Breacher. We'll do it Crockett and Tubb style. Miami Vice. You're in the water. I'm in the air. Yeah, don't start a business with that thing. Don't, whatever you do, don't start a business.
How many people have read this blog and they're like, I can't wait to buy these water trucks.
Yeah.
Or I can't wait to buy this Sea Breacher. I bet like this blog has been the start of many failed businesses.
Daily Mom is just raking in the affiliate link cash.
Daily Mom is making all this affiliate money, and on the flip side, everyone's
I feel like
broke on all
Daily
these.
Mom and every operator of these products made about the same.
This is the worst water sport idea from like both a business and a liability standpoint. The Jetivator flying bike.
Look at the direction he's going.
That picture is him basically going sideways. You know that didn't end well, and he has a helmet on too.
That's the best one they could get. They couldn't even like rotate it and like crop it so make it look like he was flying straight up because those Jetivator bikes, facts, dude, they are the biggest piles of shit. Like I just
okay. Yeah. So just to explain what a Jetivator, obviously y'all can Google this, but if you look at it. They're instead of being on, with the flyboard, you're on that apparatus, whatever, you're standing on it. This, you're actually like holding handlebars and, you're in, how would you explain it?
The guy on it is like a huge fucking dork. With his helmet on, like it's like the idea is like it's a bicycle, but you're kind of like standing on it. Like it's almost like one of those what do you call one of those machines? Like the fucking what is that? What is that machine that you get on where you got the handles where you're going to the gym? An elliptical. It looks like it's like an elliptical.
Yeah, it looked like elliptical.
Like an elliptical with jets on it and a fat guy in his midlife crisis about to fucking.
Oh, they actually are selling them. They're actually still for 100%. Sale. $3,000.
I wouldn't pay $3 for that. Get that thing out of my fucking face. Handsome guy.
All right. This other one here is just a surfboard. We'll skip that.
Blue Nemo dive system.
The Blue Nemo dive system is a device that allows you to go up to 10 feet below the surface and breathe.
It's another Snebo thing.
It's another, No, we won't. What's this? The Island Hopper Bounce and Splash Padded Bouncer. So it's like a big inflatable trampoline.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with these. You could probably upsell them in certain markets, and it's like you sit in it, and so it's kind of like a quasi. It's like a Island Hopper. They make banana boats too, and so this is almost like a quasi. Inflatable water park type deal. You might be able to do an add-on with it.
No, depending on what your business, from an add-on perspective, maybe, because they're a little big for like a boat rental, but I like them for those who do like the adventure cruises, or if you have a bigger private charter and you're anchored somewhere and you just want to make it as an inflatable. I don't know if it's something that you can rent necessarily, but you can add it on to your existing. And I already see businesses doing this with other different inflatables. So, inflatables are good. They increase the guest satisfaction, I guess you could say. But,
right.
I'd say thumbs up. Depending on what business you are.
I'd give it a single thumbs up. If you ever had to wrap one up at about 10 o'clock at night and put it back on your boat alone, I'd probably give it 2 thumbs down because they are quite heavy. I don't know what the hell that is. The Go boat?
Okay, so we have the Go boat. And what's that thing in the middle? Is that like is it portable?
I don't know.
It's portable and weighs less than carry-on. It's great.
It's like a bumper boat, like you would, you know what I mean? Like bumper cars. It looks like
Oh, I like this.
You would, man. That thing looks like a fucking Sibian.
So it's like a round. So just imagine a paddle board, but it's round, like a circular shape with a seat on it and a trolling motor in front of you.
I know why I jarred my mic when I was laughing. I hit my head on the thing that holds my mic, and because I was laughing so hard. Like, this is cool, like a Go boat, like maybe in your pool.
No, I think it does look. It does look cool.
I don't know.
If you're in shallow water, I don't know about from a rental perspective. You can't do anything from a rental perspective, but
it looks like a motorized tubing thing. What is this called? Go down? Go plus. I had heard that thought it said Gopulus. I was like, oh my god, let me get a Gop. Yeah, water mats.
Water mats, phenomenal.
All day money machines.
We actually found something on this list that actually we can 100% say
two thumbs up.
I'd say four thumbs up.
Yeah, they make money, man. Add-on, gangster.
If you're not offering WaterMat as an add-on for your charter rental, you're missing out on so much money. It's funny because like the first time I was on a WaterMat was in Key West, like 6-7 years ago, and not many people in Destin got the WaterMat thing until about 3-4 years ago. And then now most companies here have the WaterMat as a add-on. So I don't know where it kind of came from, but it's definitely a very popular item.
Michael Buvens from Pink Pontoon, man. He saw those guys doing it, added on with the charter. They had it with the charter, and then he put it on. He was the first one I saw around here.
How much are they?
Boat and rent 50. Oh, how much are they to buy?
Yeah.
I think we get them from Sam's Club for like $300, and then we rent them out for $50. And they're good for like half a season. Then they start getting chewed up, and then we just use them as like mats to lay on the ground and wrench on stuff.
Okay, what do we have here? Next thing is Airhead
tube.
The Airhead Grandstand Towable Tube, which this is an absolutely terrible. I know a lot of folks do the tubing trips, and I think tubing trips are great, but this is not great. This is actually a massive liability, and I don't think. And so you remember the manta ray? It's similar to this, where you can pull up on the tube. If you're going tubing and you're on the tube, you can pull up and then you go in the air.
Yeah.
This is definitely
it's
not
completely uninsurable. Yeah, that thing looks like it's like ready. It looks like it's ready.
Yeah,
to take flight.
big thumbs
Yeah,
down.
you buy one for your fun boat and have fun on it. Crystal Explorer kayak.
What you do is you have customers that you don't like, and then you put them on it, and then tell them, just go up and see what happens, and they're dead.
Clear kayaks. Oh, shout out Justin Buddy.
Crystal kayaks. I mean, I think crystal kayaks look great, especially if you're in water that you can see down below.
Yeah. But if you're in trash water, like a crystal kayak in the Detroit River might not work so well.
Crystal kayak in a bog, can't see.
But they do well. They do well, and then people put lights in them, and they do like night lit up like kayak tours.
And I think it's cool if you're in the marketability of crystal kayaks is cool because I bet you can get some really cool photos.
And just so we're clear here, I mean, they're normally called clear kayaks, but I guess this company's Clear Kayak.
Crystal Explorer kayaks.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, if you're doing kayak rentals, big thumbs up. Crystal kayaks, if you're in the right water, go for it. What's so funny?
The fucking next one, man. Like
Okay, this has got to be probably the dumbest one on the whole list.
Oh my god!
It's called the Aqua Skipper, and it reminds me like a pogo stick on the water. Doesn't that give you that feel like a pogo stick on the water?
I mean, I need to. Aqua Skipper. Hold on, what's it called?
It's called the Aqua
Skipper.
It's a human-powered watercraft that lets you skip around the water by just hopping up and down, like I said, and then you kind of go back and forth, pull back and forth on the bars, and then it just skips on the water. Yeah, this is an absolute terrible idea.
So that's some like 20. This is like the Aqua Skipper from 2013, and fucking.
Are you just laughing watching the video? Oh my god!
Oh my god! It's just people eating shit on this Aqua Pogo thing, and no one is even getting on it. Like, and most people are just eating shit and falling in the water. And then, like, somebody that is, it's like not even.
Oh my god, this one's...
Get the fuck out of here.
The video says it all.
Shit.
The video says it all. Jesus.
It's awesome. Yeah, buy 70 Aqua Skippers and then take them out with the Jeep and the other thing and just fucking kill yourself with it because it looks so fucking stupid.
The Aqua Skipper. I'm going to skip this. It's this Mirage Eclipse pedal stand-up paddleboard. It's similar to the water bike, so we'll just skip that one.
Whack.
Pedal boat. We're not going to pedal boat. We're going to.
If you were camping in 1954, you want to rent pedal boats. If you are in 1985 John Candy movie, get yourself a pedal boat. In 2024, get yourself a handgun. Fucking kill yourself.
Okay, so this one's called the Subwing. We got to wrap it up because we're getting over the hour. We'll do a couple more.
God damn, these things are never ending.
Okay,
dude.
So it's Subwing Towable Water Sport Board. So basically, this allows you to go under the water when you're being towed. Like, just imagine holding on to a board, and then the boat goes, and then you go under the water. This is a really bad idea.
Yeah, just imagine getting waterboarded. Next. Take it to Guantanamo Bay.
I like how they put Sea-Doo on the Swiss.
Yeah,
but anyways,
yes.
But this next one is kind of funny. There's a floating ping pong table.
Ugh. Talk to my guys right now, man. Like, one of my guys wants to get these basketball hoops that clip onto the side of a pontoon.
I think this floating ping pong table is actually something that could rent.
It could rent. I don't want to take anything on my guy, but
you should buy one.
You should
buy one. See if it rents.
And I'll fucking lay on it.
I promise you.
A bowling ball on my head.
Telling you, I promise you that you will rent the shit out of that. You put it in your checkout cart and people see a floating ping pong table at Crab Island.
It might. Okay. So I would give that 1 thumbs up. I might consider it, but actually doing it.
Can you just buy one?
I wouldn't.
Can you buy one and see, just for shits and giggles? I think you should, and see what happens. Then we can report.
We'll take
like,
a look.
Yeah.
We'll say, did they even exist still, or did they go the way with the floating aqua body?
Okay, it says we couldn't find that page. It could have gone away, but I think it's a good idea. Anyways, let's go. Skipper. Okay, we're done. The last one's Ski-Doo, but that's stupid. I mean,
Ski-Doo. Yes, you're right. Jet skis
just get a jet
stupid.
ski. Yeah.
Rent that. See how it works out for you.
Well,
2019, Kevin would have been like, jet skis rule. Now I'm like, fucking put it out there with all the rest of them and just light your fucking money on fire. So there you guys go.
Okay, what's your favorite? So let's just recap. What's your best idea and worst idea out of this list?
I don't know. Best idea is the Aquamat, the
water mat,
the Go Pung or go. What the fuck was it? Go Plunge or whatever.
Yeah, the water.
Just a straight up water mat from Sam's Club for $300. Like, it's made me tens of thousands of dollars. I love it. It's an add-on. It's super great. The worst one was, long in a way.
The Aqua Skipper?
The Aqua Skipper was like, hey, you just see people do 4 pulls on the thing, and next thing you know, they're underwater just fucking.
It's really hard. Obviously, I just know from experience that flyboard but Aqua Skipper definitely gets the top as the worst idea. And I do like the floating ping pong table, and I like the water mat.
Water mat is like up here, sandbar trips, stuff like that. People want to lay out on those things. They're not flying into town with them, clearly. But
the coolest idea to me is the Sea Breacher. I like the Sea Breacher as one of the coolest things, but
for fun.
If I had one,
I don't see you doing any of this stuff for fun.
Yeah, I use it. I use it one time. I use it one time for fun.
Flyboard 100% is the funnest thing on that whole list. Flyboard was great. It was so much fun to fly. I would do that. I would still do that tomorrow. That's the one water sport I could get behind as a fun thing to do. As a business, again, you could take about $500,000 on this list and just take it into your driveway and douse it in kerosene and drop a match and just watch your money on fire, and that would be a good time. You do what you spent your money on this bull.
Thanks to Daily Mom for providing this list. Kevin will share more of his mom blog tips and links in our show notes. And look, there's an ad right next to the article. Best prenatal vitamins, and there's a pregnant woman.
I'll do a lot more than a tip on the mom blog, son.
All right. As always, guys, go in our Facebook group, Watersport and Tour Operators. Join it and subscribe to our email list, follow our socials, and subscribe to our show. As always, keep it awkward.